落ちてくガラスの迷路ひび割れた公園まだ消えないまま藤た記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命に鼓動が刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
That's right. That's right. That's right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole. that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, you got to bring it in close. Let's go, boys. Listen, it's a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. All right, we're getting away from Monday. Nobody likes Monday. I'm not even going to bother having that conversation right now. Nobody likes Monday. It is Tuesday. We got away from Monday. Monday sucked. We already know that. Let's move on. Get together and hug it out on this glorious Tuesday evening. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening. They're still saying no. If you see somebody saying no to the hugs, you grab them, you turn them upside down, and you drag them to the circle. Right now, you drag them to the circle and get them to hug it out with us. Come on, man. Look, there's not that many. There's not that many. It's Panthera. It's Sonia. Probably Winnie for Sweeney. It's the same fucking people. The same antisocial people that don't want to hug it out. Go grab them. Go grab them. Turn them upside down. Good job. There you go. I see the chat doing it. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Turn them upside down. Drag their asses in here. And listen very closely. If you guys are watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like the stream right now. If you guys are watching on Rumble, like the stream right now. Right now. And if you guys are watching anywhere else, that's impossible. It's impossible. Stop dodging the hugs, goddammit. So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. Guys, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? You smell empanadas? Where are you smelling empanadas? I would love an empanada right now. Where are you smelling it? Where are you smelling it? Taco Tuesday? Is it officially Taco Tuesday? I guess it is somewhere in the world. Gopher emoji? Not quite. We are, last I checked, we are 172 memberships after yesterday away from the gopher emoji. So we still got quite a bit to go, and hopefully we don't lose, because some memberships fall off. So hopefully we don't lose too many, as we try to raise the memberships in order to do it. But we're not that far off. We've done it before. We could do it again. YouTube doesn't like the opening. Why not? Why not? Check my spine check. What? Why are you checking your spine? For Bison, it was Tuesday. Must collect the 7 bigot balls to wish Gopher back. Is that what we're trying to do? Stop trying to resurrect people. Stop, man. It ruins their sacrifice. Gopher check. Body type shit check. I had tacos for dinner check. Nice. I love Mondays check. No, you don't. Stop lying. Nobody believes you. Nobody believes you. One-eyed, one-horned, flying, purple people eater check. That's a lot. Elf girls are the best isekai girls check. They're pretty good. If froze check. It's Taco Titties Tabular Tuesday check. Woke up just in time check. Tomorrow's hump day check. Need a new lawnmower check. Oh, man. You better get that new lawnmower. I love Monday. Stop lying. You are a liar. Nobody believes you. Send well wishes to Mama Lisette. She broke her arm fighting in the ring check. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So, hey, everybody send some love towards Mama Lisette. Sonia's mom. She broke her arm fighting in the octagon. Shout out to Mama Lisette. I told you shouldn't have taken on those 5 black girls at the same time. But I know Latina women, they don't listen. They don't listen. So shout out to Mama Lisette. Hopefully you heal up soon, so you can go back to fighting Shaniqua in the octagon. Hopefully everything works out well, Mama Lisette. That'll be good. All right, guys, listen. ESG scores are at their maximum. We're fully funded. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call, man. Let's see who's hanging out with us in the chat on this glorious, glorious, glorious Tuesday. It is a beautiful Tuesday, boys. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Nice, clear skies. Beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, man. So you got to love it. Who's in here? Who's in here on this beautiful Tuesday? Joel Jimenez. What's going on, dude? Ron DFK. Everybody touch the hat right now. Touch the hat right now. We got Bolski. We got Dade 404. We got a kicking Danitz. What's going on, man? We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Monkey Man 04. We got Deidre Connick over on Rumble. Crash Collins over on Rumble. Sonia Lisette. We got Raza over on Rumble. T-Jazz Arden Comics. We got Gaming Wolf 87. We got Oliver Adam. We got John Bon Zombie. Oh, that's probably true, to be honest with you. We got Dragon. The fourth wall guy. What's going on, dude? We got Too Cool Curry. The voice in the water. The Madman Mars. Charlie Nuclear. We got Zelosi over on Rumble. Diet Spam over on Rumble. Phil Espa. What's going on, man? Romanizer 24. Vice Admiral Deku of Mars. What's going on? We got Sleeping Nova. Commander Sonok. We got Akuma. What's going on, Akuma? How you doing? We got Radio Chimp. Nick Havoc. What's going on? Matthew says, hello, please. We got Marius. Dark Daimo says that he is, in fact, here. We got Aren't you dead? Aren't you? Aren't you dead? The son of Goose is back? Oh, shit. Some of you guys may not know the lore, but last year, during the last, 2 major holiday months, we had someone known as the Goose traveling the world telling us a story in every stream. And his location was changing during every stream. But eventually he was murdered. And apparently Son of the Goose is back? Oh, man. I don't know. Stefan Mike. Charlie Nuclear. Timothy, what's going on? Sanikin, what's going on? Dikachu. We got Jumbie9. Crash Collins on Rumble. Secret Final Boss. We got D. Smith. What's going on, man? We got Panthera. Hugs are not possible. I'm not here. They're definitely possible, and you are here. We got Magni32. We got Pizza Cat. We got Skip. Kick this fucking cat, brother. Kick this cat. Seriously. All right, 4 more people. Then we got to get on with the show, man. 4 more people. What do we got? Review Big Cheese 200. What's going on, dude? We got Deep Rice Raid Fanfics over on YouTube. What's going on, man? It says passing through. I appreciate that. We got, let me see. Let me scroll down. PS5 Gamer. What's going on, dude? Sargon over on Rumble. What's going on? We got Kratos Snape. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank God there's no TTS here yet. We got Gray Soul over on Rumble. And last but not least, we got Fighter 4. Where's it been this whole time? I don't know. We got Joel Jimenez. We got Cathu. What's going on, Cathu? And we got Darkwind 25 here playing Video Store Simulator. Hey, I think simulator games are the best to play when you're just listening to something else, like a podcast or something along those lines. I think they're really good. Like I played Power Washing Simulator a lot while listening to just different podcasts and shit, or like a video, like a longer video or something. All right, boys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Big and Army member, and let's see who is going to get the money shot today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Tuesday, all right? So it's not Monday. That means the money shot is building. Every money shot after this is just a bigger one over and over and over. What's up, Benny? How you doing? All right, boys, let's see who is it going to be. Sanikin says, check your thrusters because we need more velocity on the dodges. Better go down by 6 and then up by 2. Shielded booty from reversal. Good luck, bigots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wow. All Sonya was trying to do was to try to summon memberships to the chat. She's trying to get a membership train going. Man. She's trying to raise memberships for Gopher. And this is how you guys do this? That's crazy, man. The betrayal. The chat betrayed Sonya while she was just trying to help out the chat. I'm sorry, Sonia. I see you screaming in the chat. No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can't wait. The show must go on. Congratulations, Sonia. You are the recipients of the money shot today.
What the?
She's not going to be happy about that. She's not going to be happy. Sorry, Sonia. Like the stream. All right, guys, listen. We got quite a few topics to go over today. We are going to be talking about Capcom's funding. We didn't get to talk about it the other day. I've been meaning to talk about this story about Saudi Arabia's investment into Capcom and essentially becoming pretty much either almost or basically the number one investor in Capcom. And I find this all to be very interesting because obviously we all know what's going on with EA, where they're currently being bought out and being taken private by the same kind of investment firms. So I find it to be very, very interesting. We're going to talk about that today. We're also going to talk about Crimson Desert a little bit. Apparently, somebody has platinum Crimson Desert already. That's pretty fucking scary when you think about it. They no-lifed it. They played for 56 hours straight, and they only slept for 8 hours, and developers are apparently saying that they're concerned. So we're going to talk about that and see what's going on. We got Marathon news. Marathon, not only is it getting felted in the player base as it dwindles, but apparently it's also being felted by cheaters because that's clearly what people want to deal with in a dwindling player base. So we're going to talk about that as well. We're going to talk about Valve being what Valve is, continues to give us just features that some people don't even ask for, but they keep giving us anyway. Apparently Valve has added a new feature that I want to go over that I think is going to be very important for people to know about. We got some games we're going to look at, and I got this crazy video with Crimson Desert that I want to go over just to show the scope of this game. It actually blew my mind. It blew my mind when I saw it. So we got a lot we got to go over, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do any of that, man, we got to thank the people that go the extra step. We are indeed trying to get to 625 tier 1s in a row and 301 tier 2s in a row. Yesterday, we did manage to hit 300 tier 2s in a row. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So let's thank the people that take the extra step as they always do every single day. We got Mr. Melancholy with the 149 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that, man. Vice Admiral Deku of Mars for 3 months. Oh, dear. The gecko got in again. At this point, I just got to accept defeat and admit I have a pet gecko now. It keeps getting in and it won't leave. I suppose. I guess that's what it's got to be. Omega 14 months says just watch a G&G stream about the Mario movie, and the don't ask questions, just consume product meme couldn't have fit better. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know like G&G is pretty big on Nintendo. I know that, which is interesting because Kata streams with them, so I can only imagine how uncomfortable that might have been. But yeah, I know they're pretty big on Nintendo. So anything Nintendo related, I don't expect them to be very, very critical about it. Although they have been critical about some of it in the past, but realistically, not much. You know, I mean, they just love Nintendo. It is what it is. Kicking Dads with the membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. And then we got Sonia with the last dono on YouTube, saving the day. We almost went a stream without Kiryu. But ladies and gentlemen, Sonia dropped a 5 membership banger, and the chat screamed. And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to Sonia. Shout out to Sonia. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that very much. Keeping the Kiryu alive. He almost died. That would have been very sad. That would have been very sad. Hold on. There's a chat. There's a little chat I wanted to cover. Where's the chat? God, the chat's moving fast tonight. What the fuck? Where did it go? No. No, I lost the chat. I lost the chat. All right, well, guess I'm going to have to just skip it. I think somebody said something along the lines of, oh, no, we can enjoy... Oh, here we go. Oh, no, we can enjoy a not woke animated film. Who said you can't enjoy the... Who said you can't enjoy Mario? Who said you can't enjoy Mario? I didn't say that. Who said that? Are you talking about me or are you talking about someone else? Did somebody else say that? Did chat say that? Chat, did you do something? Chat, did you do something? Are you starting shit again? Chat, are you starting shit? Are you starting shit, chat? Just be honest. You didn't do anything, Sanikin? I don't believe you. The first one that smelt it, dealt it. The first one that smelt it, dealt it. It was you. It was Sanikin. Of course you can enjoy the movie. Who said you can't enjoy the movie? You think he was joking? I don't think he was joking. The guy's name is Bowser. I'm not saying he said anything bad. I'm just asking, like, who did that so that we can see what's going on. You didn't do nothing, bro. Tiger King, I know for a fact you're not black, brother. He who tasted wasted. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The movie is fun. Yeah. That's from what I understand. I hear that the movie is pretty fun. But again, it's when I say that people love Nintendo, I understand that there's groups of people that love Nintendo. They're not going to be overly critical about it. They kind of just view Nintendo for what it is. And Nintendo is kind of just like, I would call Nintendo just like the ultimate consumer product, which is like most people go into Nintendo just to consume, and then that's it. It's kind of equivalent to Disney in a way. And we've said this many times. We're like Disney has that crowd. Disney's like the ultimate normie consumption thing to do for families, right? Like, if families are looking for something to do, it's going to be, if they're super normies, it's going to be something Disney related. That's just kind of how it goes. So I don't really take it like super serial. You know what I mean? Although, don't get me wrong, I focus more, like when it comes to Nintendo, I focus more on their business practices. I think their business practices deserve a lot of criticism. I really do. I think they are overly consistent when it comes to their video games. Personally, I think their video games are lacking innovation. They're lacking progress. I think they remain very stagnant, and I think that's by design. I really do. I think Nintendo keeps themselves stagnant by design because they don't want to rock the boat. They know they have the nostalgia on their side. They know exactly who their player base is. So they just want to keep putting out the same stuff, which costs them less and less to do because it's essentially the same shit and minimal investment for maximum gain. I mean, it's good business. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you what it is, but there is such a thing, in my opinion, as being overly stagnant. And I think that's what Nintendo really is suffering from. I would love to see them innovate a little bit more, especially with their major franchises. But I also understand that when it comes to Nintendo, like Nintendo fans, they don't want to have that conversation. Most of them, I think G&G would have that conversation. I'm just saying, like most regular normie Nintendo fans, I don't think they're going to want to have that conversation. They're just going to be like, give me my Pokemon, give me my Mario, give me my Zelda, give me my Metroid. Actually, we don't want that one. So that's basically it. I would love to see more from Nintendo. All right, let's continue. We got Dark Dimos. My God, Dark Dimos. Dark Dimos with a 99.99 Red Boy Hyper Banger. And the chat screw. Shout out to Darth Dimos with the 99.99 Red Boy Hyperbanker says, Gingers, let's fucking go to 301. Hey, I'm trying, Darth. I'm trying to get us a 301 tier 2s in a row, my guy. And you're definitely helping us get there. I appreciate that very much. That's a massive Red Boy. Also, I think I saw Tiger King say Zelda deserves some credit. I will say that Zelda, out of all the franchises Nintendo currently has, they utilize over and over and over again, I think Zelda is the one that innovates the most. I think we definitely see different kinds of Zelda that push the mold, so to speak. Whereas Pokemon is just like unbelievably stagnant. You know, so I guess you got to take the good with the bad. But let's give this man the gingers that he wants. Let's go.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Shout out to Darth Dimos again. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. What a fucking legend. All right, let's go over to Rumble. Rumble, what do we got, man? Let me check Rumble, see what's Rumble doing. I think we had a membership. Yep, we had Draconic with a membership over on Rumble. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. And then we had Y2K Cowboy gifting a membership over on Rumble as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, my man. And that's it. We are fully caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Fully caught up. Fully caught up. Thank you guys so much. Again, we're trying to get to 625 and 301. So let's see what we could do. We're getting there. We're getting there to tier 1. And thank you again to Sonia for saving Kiryu with the only membership banger. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, boys, let's get into the content. First things first, I want to start off with is this video I saw about Crimson Desert. All right. This video blew my mind. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but it genuinely blew my mind. I'm not even fucking kidding, boys. So I saw this video randomly. Okay. I saw this video randomly. Kind of just scrolling through Twitter right now. Although Twitter's like a fucking war zone right now because fucking quartering and Kino Casino's like battle. That shit. The battle between Kino Casino and the quartering is like taking over the entire fucking internet, bro. It's like I can't go anywhere just to look at some video game stuff. And my Twitter is highly curated in the sense that like that's all I ever see. All I ever see is video game stuff. But like today's like everybody and their mother's commenting on that shit. So like all I'm seeing is that nonsense. It's fucking insane what's going on. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I did manage to see this video. And this video blew my mind. It really did. This video blew my fucking mind, right? So every day we're discovering new things about Crimson Desert, okay? Because again, like you guys know, like Crimson Desert's massive. I don't have to sell it to you. Like you guys know exactly what this game is. I'm up to what did I do today? Today was the 19th stream. I have 19 fucking streams. 19 streams of Crimson Desert so far. We're still in chapter 9, working our way through the game. Obviously, everybody knows the game is massive. There's plenty to do. It's insane. Okay, we already know that. But this took it to a whole nother level. I didn't even realize this was possible. And to be fair, it technically is not possible. It makes me wonder, why did they do this in the first place if people aren't even able to acquire this through normal means that I know of? Okay, that I know of. Because, again, what we're about to see was done with mods, okay? What they did was they removed the stamina cost from the game with the mod, right? Which allowed them to then get creative and they discovered that Crimson Desert actually has a space, like the planet is animated, like there's a horizon. This like it's fucking crazy. Like and then if you could go to space, and then you could look down and see. Bro, I'm just gonna play the video. I honestly cannot believe this shit. I'm just gonna play the video. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me right now. Why is it doing this? Why the fuck is it doing? Oh, it's so annoying. There we go. Okay. So he's got infinite stamina. He's working his way up into the sky. Okay. Watch this. Brother, look at this. It has a literal fucking atmosphere, brother. It has a fucking atmosphere. But it goes even further than that. Brother. What the fuck? Bro, what is this game? What? Brother. What the fuck is this game, bro? And then, bro, not only that, they even decided to add the detail that when you're falling from space through the atmosphere, that your body actually turns, it gets engulfed in flames. Just like what happens when you break through. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Look, bro, I am blown away right now. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like what do you even say to that shit? So it makes me wonder, why did they do that? Right? Like why did you even do that? I have a couple of thoughts behind it. Number one, either there's a way to go to space or at least go that high in the air naturally in the game that we haven't discovered yet. Or number two, the developers knew that players would mod stamina out of the game, so they just did it to fucking flex. They just did it to flex on people. Like, yep, oh, okay, so you wanna take out stamina so you can keep flying? Well, guess what? We got a lot to show you. It's got to be one of the two. It's got to be one of the two, man, because it is just insane to me how they decided to take it one step further than pretty much like any other video game would take it. What other video game do you know would go above and beyond to this stature that we've seen anytime recently? Yeah, they absolutely knew. They knew people were going to mod the shit out of this game, and they knew they were going to do something like that. So they said, fuck it. Yeah, there literally is no need for this. Again, that's why. So if there is a need for this, then we just don't know about it yet. You know what I mean? I also have a hard time believing that that's going to be possible considering the kind of world we're in. But then again, the world we're in has magic and certain kind of technology in it. So it is possible. But still, like, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like, what is the... I don't know, man. I just... It blew my mind. And then adding the detail of adding the atmospheric fire around you when you're falling through the atmosphere is even crazier, bro. Because last I checked, there's no fire around you when you're falling from the abyss in the sky all the way to the ground. I mean, I could check, I could double check that, but I don't believe there is. So they decided to add that little detail for fuck all. I don't know why, but they decided to add that detail. So crazy stuff, boys. I got to be real with you. It kind of makes me want to install the no stamina mod, but I don't mod my games. But if you guys do mod, maybe check it out. So is it worth full price? Yeah, I got to be real with you. This is probably one of the only games you're ever going to see me recommend to buy at any given time, whether it's full price, on sale. Obviously, I'll always say wait for a sale if you can. There's no shame in waiting for a sale and getting more for your money. But this game is literally so insane that I have no problems recommending this much content for whatever the full price is, $70. I have no problem with that. Did you see the video about Squid Games in Crimson Desert? I heard about it with the red light, green light thing. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. But this game is fucking crazy. It genuinely is fucking crazy. But yes, obviously, if you could wait for a sale, wait for a sale. Marius, 17 months is one of the times where I hope for more content via DLC for Crimson Desert. Honestly, dude, I'll be real with you. I'm okay with the game just as it is. I'm okay with the game just as it is. Straight up. Like, you don't have to give me DLC. You don't have to give me... There's so much content here. What the fuck do I need DLC for? What do I need even more stuff? Like, I'm good. You know what I want them to do? I want them to work on... Hold on. Because if these people... Hold on. If these people were able to do this with Crimson Desert, I want them to work on their next game. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but Pearl Abyss is working on an upcoming creature capture game. Okay? They're working on a creature capture game. And I'm telling you guys right now, if Pearl Abyss is able to do with a creature capture game, if they're able to do what they did with fucking Crimson Desert, but with that kind of a game, this will be a mega hit. Like we've never seen before. All right. You could talk about Pal World and shit. Brother, we are well past that. If this game can do what Crimson Desert did before the creature capture community, this game will be something like we've never seen before. People will fucking this shit will do numbers like we have never seen. Sincerely.
Or a ride or a skate. Nothing on my plate. So
why is it fucking? Why is it
Stayed so zen, it's like I had a sip of booze.
This is a Kyle clip, by the way, in case you're curious.
Loosen my screws with an afternoon cruise. World out, headphones in, that's the vibe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go with the flow, the groove's my concern. The only thing that matters to me is my next turn. Shift nose to tail kick.
Dude, seriously, this fuck. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Seriously, this game, if it has the same scale, which I am sure it will, if it has the same scale as Crimson Desert with the same level of customization like Crimson Desert, with all the extra content that you could find for free built into the game price like Crimson Desert, if they pull this off, this will be one of the biggest games you've ever seen. Truthfully, I have no problems making that assumption because I know, considering how good Pal World did, this game is going to hit the mark for a lot of people in the creature capture community that are looking for something that's a little bit more similar to, I guess, Pokemon, but giving you the customization that Pokemon doesn't want to give you. You can hear the ninjas crying right now. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. They're going to lose their mind. But this is crazy. You must have missed the creature capture part. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. I'll pull up the actual trailer, not the Kyle clip. Hold on. Dokev. What is it? Dokev gameplay trailer. Hold on, no. Fuck, man. Did they have right here? Here we go. So, okay, yeah, here we go. So this is Pearl Abyss. Again, same people that made Crimson Desert are making a game called Dokev. Check this out. This is what they need to work on. Crimson Desert, they could work on Crimson Desert. They can obviously, fix the game, patch the game, and all that shit. But I don't need DLC for the game. I'm gonna be busy with that game for like 500 fucking hours. Go work on this game, in my opinion.
It's gonna be special. 새로운 날이야. 어쩐지 좋은 일이
생길 것만 같아 두근두근거려 새로운 널 만날 생각에 벌써부터 간질거리는 기분이야 널 찾아낼 거야 좀만 기다려봐 널 내게 보여봐 Show me your everything 도전은 환영해 Cause I'm a superstar I'm gonna
It's so funny. You could tell it's a Pearl Abyss game because, I mean, look at the world, look at the detail, the draw distance, everything. It just has that style now that is it's pretty similar to Crimson Desert. I think people are going to recognize the style moving forward in the future, you know?
Cause I'm a superstar I'm gonna burn it up Cause I'm a rock star I'm a rock star 세상을 흔들어 rock star I'm a rock star
I don't know why it's lagging. What the fuck's going on? It's like this doesn't happen until I literally start streaming, and it's got to be StreamYards. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's going on. God damn it, man. I need to just switch to OBS already. I guarantee if I pull it off the screen, it's gonna start working. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Oh no, it didn't start working. Wow. What the fuck is going on? This is the extended trailer too.
I'm a rock star 세상을 흔들어
This is crazy. They need to make this game, bro. They need to make this game like now.
널 찾아낼 거야 좀만 기다려봐 널 내게 보여봐 Show me your everything 도전은 환영해 Cause I'm a superstar I'm gonna burn it up Cause I'm a rock star I'm a rock star 세상을 흔들어 rock star I'm a rock star
Bro, what the
I'm a rock star 세상을 흔들어
Yes, Proxy, this was announced a couple of years ago. They've been working on it while also working on Crimson Desert. So now that Crimson Desert is released, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they said majority of their developers are now working on Dokev. So I'm telling you, dude, this game, bro, I don't know, man. This fucking game will absolutely explode. I think it will. The only thing that is going to work against it is if it's not online. To my knowledge, I believe it's a single player game. If it's a single player game, that'll work against it a little bit because I feel like online is what really kept selling Power World the way that it did. But even if it's single player, it's still going to do crazy fucking numbers. This game is going to be insane. That's crazy. Yeah, all right. It's gonna keep lagging. That shit is insane. This game's crazy. It's a monster collector game. Yeah, it's a creature capture game. So definitely something that I feel like they need to keep working on. And if they were smart, that's where I feel like a lot of the developer resources should go. Because I think that game is gonna do fucking gangbusters numbers. If Crimson Desert did the numbers that it did, this game, considering, you know, how a little bit more casual it is, in the sense of its approach, and, you know, the cutesy shit and the Pokemon-like stuff and all that, I think that will definitely make them just, it'll be crazy. That's what I think it'll be crazy. Is it 4K video? I already clicked it off. I don't know what's going on with the fucking shit. I have no idea. It's not. It's not even like a loading thing, because the gray bar is like loaded quite a bit. So it's not a loading thing. It's just it just randomly stops. I don't know. You cannot tell from that trailer. Well, did you miss the part where they were fighting creatures and shit? Did you miss that part? But in any case, all right, let's continue. So I just wanted to show that, and it's initially started with the Crimson Desert video, which again, I cannot believe you could go to space in Crimson Desert. That's crazy, man. Like that game continues to impress. Panther with it too. I bought Crimson Desert Deluxe Edition today. Nice, man. Nice. Did you say bye to your family? Did you say bye to your family? Because I mean, that's it. You're cooked. You're cooked. I told John Bon Zombie the same thing the other day when he told me he bought the game. I was like, that's good, man. Did you say bye to everybody? Kick it down. That's what it too. That's No Man's Sky type shit. Sure is. Sure is. K Styles with a 10. Someone should make a waifu capture game. It would probably sell like crazy, even with the mods that bring in Final Fantasy waifus like Tifa. I mean, it would obviously have to be mods because, you know, in order for them to legally be able to sell the game with characters like that, they would have to pay for it, pay for those characters, which I'm sure they probably wouldn't want to do. Or I think Square Enix may not want to do that. Also, the inclination that surrounds the idea of capturing waifus, it's not going to be a good one, right? Like the internet is extremely disingenuous. Okay, so when they see a game that surrounds basically it's surrounded with the idea of capturing waifus, aka capturing women, needless to say, the disingenuous side of the internet will have a field day with that, and they would try to get the game banned, taken down, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on how you do it, because obviously you have like what do you call it, like gotcha games and stuff like that, which is kind of like the same idea in a way. But again, you just gotta kind of like walk that fine line of, okay, well, we have this idea, but we also got to deal with these fucking morons, you know? So yeah, exactly. Collective Shot would be on the case, be like, oh, this is dangerous to women. This is dangerous to women. You could capture women in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Sky with it too says certain people already freak out about Nikkei. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, so you can have, you know, it's very similar an idea to a gotcha game, but again, it depends how you do it. But it doesn't really matter how you do it. Let's be real, right? So you can handle it with kids' gloves, and it doesn't matter because, like, the internet, there are certain sides of the internet that just look for problems. They look for problems, right? So they'll look at that game and they'll find something problematic with it because it goes against whatever their fucking bullshit beliefs are, and they'll find something wrong with it, you know? I love the concept of pocket waifus. Pocket waifus would be hilarious. Certain people already freak out over every game. They sure do. They sure do. They wouldn't be saying that if it was capturing men. Of course not. Of course they're not going to be saying that because nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. That's the thing. Like, men don't care. When's the last time you saw a man going around complaining about anything man-related? Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what a man thinks. Nobody cares what a man feels. They don't give a fuck. As long as they go to work and do what they got to do, nobody cares. That's basically it. It's usually only ever related to women in some way, shape, or form that a problem then arises to some way, shape, or form. Do it Duke Nukem style? Oh, man. Duke Nukem today. I'm surprised, bro. Duke Nukem. Imagine that shit coming out in today's world. Dude, that would be insane. It really would be. Paul Tassi. Yeah, but Paul Tassi's a male feminist, right? So male feminists are basically just psychopaths that are trying to mask themselves as essentially being on the side of women, when we all know that's not the case whatsoever. Again, you could be on the side of women, but you don't have to bullshit about your masculinity too at the same time either. All right, boys. Final Fantasy type shit. Type shit. Absolutely. All right, we're caught up on the supers. Thank you guys so much. Let me check Rumble really quick. I think we're good, though. I didn't see anything come in. Just scrolling up really quick. I called out Y2K's gifted membership. Thank you, brother. All right, let's continue. Guys, there's a game I want to look at. I saw this posted over on X, and I wanted to take a look at it. All right, the game is called Lurking. It's called Lurking, okay? and it's inspired by PS1 style horror games. So you guys already know I'm all for this shit. I love this stuff. I wanted to check this out and see what we got going on. And I apologize if you guys are freaked out by this, okay? If you have a fear of spiders, perhaps control your vagina for the next minute and 7 seconds. All right, here we go. That's nasty. That's some Half-Life shit. Ew. Damn, look at the way they move. Oh, the sound, too, is so nasty. Burn him alive! Oh, that's a big but. Yeah, Half-Life shotgun. Yo, wait. That was the Half-Life shotgun model. I'm almost yeah, that was the Half-Life. Hey, 15 people left the chat when I played this video. You fucking pussies. You vaginas. Hey, everybody make fun of those 15 people when they come back. Everybody make fun of them. They're gonna be back in like 2 minutes. Call them pussies. This is definitely the Half-Life 2 shotgun. Hey, check that out. It's like literally the same fucking model. You know, this game looks cool. I kind of dig it. This game looks cool. I'm gonna wishlist this one. It's called Lurking. And I'll tell you what, man, they got the animations and they got the sound effects. Yeah, exactly. The Spaz 12. They got the animations, they got the sound effects down packed. You know, if you're going to have a video game like this where it is completely based around like a particular kind of creature, you have to nail the animations and the sound effects, especially if they're a creature that's a creepy crawly. If you got a creepy crawly, like a spider, you got to nail the leg animations and you got to nail the sounds. And they absolutely nailed both of them. So I think that's pretty cool. And then on top of that, obviously, it's, you know, it's inspired by certain like PS1, even PS2 era kind of video games. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. Lurking. Wishlist now on Steam. I'm going to definitely do that. All right, let's X out of that. Let's talk about Sony really quick. So this is another story I've been meaning to bring up, and I keep forgetting. So today is going to be the day. We're going to talk about it. Great for $1. Hey, Hypno and my shadow banned on YouTube. My chat messages don't show up on screen. StreamYard chat. YouTube won't let me send super chats either. Couldn't throw some coins to Bayonetta yesterday. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. You're not banned from me. That I know. I have no idea. Some people, I know some people that for some reason YouTube targets their account and all of a sudden they kind of just disappear. You also got to remember the chats showing up on screen. This is not from StreamYards. This is from OBS projecting onto StreamYards. And OBS only ever pulls what YouTube considered a safe chat. So that's usually from the top chat, not the all chat. So sometimes like chats will be thrown into all chat. I don't know. It's weird. It really is weird. But regardless, I'm not sure. It might be. But I mean, you can hang out on Rumble. It's all good. I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that. I apologize. But it does happen often, unfortunately. All right, let's go over to the Sony conversation. So I've been meaning to talk about this. All right. I've been meaning to talk about this. Sony's going through a lot of changes, just like a lot of companies are going through a lot of changes. And Sony, you know, like other companies, have been trying to express to their rabid fan base that they're totally not going to be utilizing AI. Trust us, guys. No AI here. We're not going to be using generative AI. And if we do, it's only going to be in the concept phase. It's not going to be in the final product. Trust us, guys. Trust us. Trust me, bro. Right? Well, apparently that's not the case. It never is the case. Right? All of it's complete bullshit, and it always is bullshit. Because if you were not going to be utilizing generative AI in any way whatsoever, then why are you now buying a AI lab, essentially. So they bought Cinemaverse Labs. They've acquired an AI company called Cinemaverse Labs, right? Again, why would you acquire this company if you had no plans to utilize their technology? Do you guys remember what I said regarding the AI gold rush? What did I say last year? I'll repeat what I said. Last year, I specifically stated that in 2026, there is going to be an AI gold rush from how I see it anyway. And that AI gold rush is going to be all these companies rushing to either make AI-based companies so that they can sell to the bigger companies, right? They're all, at the end of the day, there's an AI gold rush happening right now. And there's a lot of companies that are going to go broke chasing AI. And those companies are going to get absorbed into bigger companies. And it's only going to leave a few major companies standing with all the AI technology under their belts. And Sony is absolutely going to be one of them that is going to remain standing, right? This is another prime example of that, where they have agreed to acquire the AI company Cinemaverse Labs, which adds a specialist machine learning team to the PlayStation technology operation. The deal is expected to strengthen Sony's rendering and streaming capabilities. It could eventually even improve the visual fidelity of its video games. So again, I want to be very clear for the people that are out there that just have this belief, right? Where they're listening to these companies. These companies are telling, because again, these companies are telling you in their press conferences, right? In their social media posts, they're telling you, yeah, generative AI, yeah, that's evil. And nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. John Bon Zombie says Hypnotic, not defending Sony, but could it be for movies? It's not. I guarantee you it's not just for movies. It is for their video games as well as for anything 3D media. The company specializes in 3D media. Here, I'll explain. Cinemaverse Labs is a UK-based computer vision and machine learning company focused on turning standard images into immersive 3D media for virtual and augmented reality. Its technology is designed to capture, convert, process, store, and stream so-called 6 degrees of freedom 3D images and video, meaning content that users can view from multiple angles while moving it around. The company says its tools support both a proprietary multi-camera capture system and software-based conversion workflows for volumetric experiences. It also develops interactive 3D photography, including real-time rendered volumetric visuals and VR viewing applications. Together, those offerings position Cinemaverse Labs as an advanced imaging technology company. I'm telling you, not Cinemaverse, Cinemersive, whatever. Whatever. Is it Cinemersive? Cinemersive, whatever. Sorry. Regardless, here's what I want people to understand, okay? This is only going to be the beginning, right? Stop believing these companies that are telling you they're not going to be using some form of generative AI. They are absolutely using generative AI. Me personally, I have no problems if they use generative AI. What I have a problem with is them gaslighting people and lying to people about it. They're trying to lie to people and gaslight people for as long as they can in the hopes that eventually people get over it, which they will. People will get over it and they will move on, especially if the content is good. They're not going to care. And suddenly this whole witch hunt over AI is going to just completely die off like every other witch hunt, right? But at the end of the day, man, stop believing these people when they gaslight you on social media. They gaslight you in their press conferences. They gaslight you nonstop 24/7 that it's not happening, because it absolutely is fucking happening. All right? It absolutely is happening. And your job as a consumer is to call out the bad stuff and support the good stuff. It is literally no different than what our job is right now. That's why for me, I don't care how a product is made. I keep telling people this all the time. This entire gaslight that people have where suddenly everybody cares how a product's made, nobody fucking cares, okay? Because the people that are complaining about the witch hunt with AI, right? The people complaining about AI, these are the same people that wear Jordans on their feet, right? Do you understand how this shit is made? These are the same people that wear the fakest fucking Asian-made jewelry. The same people that don't care about how all these minerals are mined and shit and the slave labor they go. Like, they don't give a fuck. Nobody actually cares. They don't care how this shit is made. They only care that it works. And that it works in their favor. That's all they care. Right now, though, the problem is that AI does not work in the gaming media's favor because they're going to be replaced by AI. So naturally, they want everybody to believe that suddenly we should care how something is made. I only care if it's made well and if it does what I need it to do. If the game is made well and it does exactly what I need it to do, then we call it out as a good game. All right? But if the game is shit and it looks like they obviously cut corners and they obviously just used AI to try to make the whole game and it looks like shit, plays like shit, then we call it out as shit. That's it. That's how I view it. But until then, nobody gives a fuck how things are made. People don't even question how their food is made half the time. All they care about is if the food is good. But again, people don't want to have that conversation. And then the ones that do, they're like, well, I care. I care. You know, like there's like always a few people that are like, oh, I care. I care how my stuff is made. Do you really? Do you really? Because I guarantee you, if we went through all the shit that you own, there is things that you own that were made by very, very, very odd circumstances. And then they're like, well, what do you expect me to do? Just not participate in society? Like, no, I mean, you're the one bringing up fucking morals and shit, not me. You're bringing up morals, not me. So what? Now it's like, oh, well, I can't avoid it. That's not my problem. In any case, they complain about phones made on mind rare earth. Yeah, I know. They make every excuse. It's like, brother, just say it is what it is, man. Just say it is what it is. Like you can easily just go, yeah, exactly. Go live in the woods if you're gonna sit there and complain about it, right? But call out the bullshit for what it is when it's bullshit, and call out the good stuff for what it is when it's good. Stop trying to apply this blanket fucking bullshit. Like people try to apply this blanket thing about, oh, if AI was utilized at all, then it's bad. That's not true because AI has been used for fucking years now. Now, granted, a lot of it was in AI coding, but still, like AI has been utilized for a very long time. Only now do people want to suddenly complain about it and be like, oh my God, it's so awful. You should pay somebody to do that. Whatever, man. It is what it is. So anyway, the reason why I wanted to bring this story up is because, again, it's just another further proof that the AI gold rush is real. That what I said last year about these bigger companies basically absorbing these smaller companies is real. And it's going to continue to happen. It is not going to stop. And we are going to see by the end of this year or next year, we're going to see who's left standing. And the ones who are left standing would have absorbed all these smaller companies for their data centers, their AI technology, whatever it may be. They're going to absorb all these smaller companies and they're going to spend a lot of money doing it because they want to be ahead. They want to have all the new technology for whatever it may be. And again, it's not just video games. With Sony, obviously, it could be movies too and whatnot, but still, they're going to utilize the tech. If Sony owns it, they're going to utilize it, the tech across the board. So for video games, movies, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're going to utilize it everywhere, right? Wait, what? If you are in this channel's chat, you are using AI. Hypnotic has been AI this whole time. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Of course. I knew that was coming eventually. I had a feeling. Fucking guy. It's the hardcore mode says, I don't want to hear about AI bad from people who think kids can be more than two genders. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole other conversation for sure. Yeah, it's amazing how like they're not confused about that, but they're totally confused about AI and why people use it. Brother, come on. Are we really trying to play stupid? I guess so. Maybe we are. I have no idea. But in any case, we got Joker with a 5 says currently at 9 days, 13 and a half hours of playtime on Crimson Desert. I'm still loving it. Bro, that's awesome, Joker. Holy shit. That's a lot of hours. Hey, shout out to you, Joker. That's great, man. Yeah, Crimson Desert is great. Like we were playing it today on Griffcast, and I got to what was the name of the boss? Marie Hex or Hex Marie or something like that. Total bullshit boss, by the way, only because of the camera. If there's one criticism that I have for Crimson Desert and Pearl Abyss games as a whole, is the camera. The camera, brother, I haven't fought the camera this hard since Ninja Gaiden. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like the amount of times that I fight the camera in Crimson Desert, especially with certain bosses that teleport nonstop, like that bitch kept teleporting non-fucking stop. And I kept fighting the camera and getting felted by the camera half the time. The last time I had to deal with that was in a Ninja Gaiden game. Sincerely. Like, Ninja Gaiden games are known for fighting the camera all the time. That's exactly what this fucking game does all the time. But aside from that, super fun. Managed to beat the boss at the end, which is great. And working my way through Chapter 9, trying to get to Chapter 10. It's a feature. Yeah, okay. Monkey Man says no lock-on. No. The point is, like, the lock-on is so aggressive And the way that it snaps you is that it doesn't snap you in a way that makes you look at the character properly. The lock on, I don't know how to say, it's like a three-dimensional camera in the sense of like in other games, if you lock onto a target and the target teleports behind you, your character snaps and your camera snaps to face the target. In this game, that doesn't happen. All it does is that the camera ensures that the boss or whatever you're locked onto is in your field of view. And that could be on the bottom of the screen. That could be at the top of the screen. That could be on the side of the screen. It doesn't matter. All that matters is like it's in your field of view. But then it puts you at an angle that is never forward facing so that you kind of have to, it's just, again, until you play it, it's hard to explain, but it's really fucking annoying. Aside from that, though, the game's fantastic. I think the camera, and it's a Pearl Abyss thing because if you looked at the Dokkan trailer, it functions the same exact way. When you look at the character fight the creature, you could tell that the camera is acting in the same way as Crimson Desert. So it's clearly the way they designed their games. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, let's get out of this. I just wanted to bring that up about Sony because, again, just don't. I know you guys know this, but for the people that watch this not live and the people that are watching the clips or whatever, just know that when a company tells you that they're not doing something, especially when it's a technology company, guys, Sony is a tech company. You mean to tell me that you're going to believe a tech company when they tell you they're not exploring the most innovative tech right now available to their own personal technology field in gaming and movies? You really mean to tell me that people believe that they're not fucking exploring AI? Come on, man. Like, are we being serious right now? Of course they're going to. And of course they're going to try to put out public statements as not technically a lie, but not technically the truth either, because they work in very vague terms because they have to. Come on, man. Like, I don't know. Anyway, there are people that really do believe that, though. Guys, speaking of Crimson Desert, this is a really fast story. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Brother. All right, so I know you guys have a lot of hours in Crimson Desert, okay? Some of you guys have insane hours. Some of you have insane hours. Guys, there is somebody out there that has officially platinum Crimson Desert. They've already platinum Crimson Desert. Can you believe that? It took them 305 hours of gameplay. 305 hours of gameplay. He played the game for 56 hours straight. Brother, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Bro, how is he alive? That's really the question. How is he alive? Odin Dark with a 2. This super chat will end AI Hypno's career. Damn. That sucks. Dude must have been on meth. Bro, even the devs are concerned. when the developers are like, how'd you do that? Like, are you okay? Are you alive? Crimson Desert is an enormous game. We already know that. For some context, the race to Crimson Desert's Platinum Trophy on PS5 was evenly matched for anyone who wanted to participate. As per Pearl Abyss's Director of Marketing and Public Relations, Will Powers, only the PC version was sent out to folks producing Crimson Desert reviews ahead of the actual release date, meaning that anyone playing on Sony's console has, at the time of writing, had around 20 days to spend in Pywell. Well, it turns out that some folks didn't even need that long. PSN profiles list 12 people. 12 people! Oh my God, they multiplied. 12 people have the Crimson Desert Platinum Trophy so far. And while this might not be indicative of the total number in the world, depending on how many high achievers are making sure their details are up to date on the third-party site, it still shows that this feat is quite a rare one. One of those 12 people is Reddit user. Oh, of course. Of course. Reddit user. Reddit user Theo0. Oh, he's old. Who took to social media yesterday to celebrate reaching a monumental milestone after 305 hours of playing. He says they went into the game totally blind and over 60 hours went into hunting the insects and fish at the end. As you might imagine, I won't catch a single fish in this game ever again, though. Hated it. Brother, he spent 60 hours doing something he hates for the platinum trophy. Oof. The player reckons with guides, folks might be able to follow in their footsteps in around half the time, but even with the amount of time they put in, they still not seen everything Crimson Desert has to offer. Over 100 creatures, 14 bosses, and hundreds of quests to go, even post-platinum. That's fucking crazy. So he spent 305 hours platinuming this game, and he still has a ton of content that's not even done. The platinum is a massive achievement regardless, and although PR lead power seem to be impressed, I'm sensing a level of concern. Responding to a tweet sharing DO0's achievement, Powers writes, but the game has only been available for 428 hours. Brother, not underestimate the no-lifing of the internet, okay? Do not underestimate. The developers like the game's only been out for 428 hours, brother. Like, what are we doing? Why are we going this hard? Why are we going this hard, man? You underestimate it, man. People are gonna no life this shit. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. So I just wanted to share that. Congratulations to them, I guess. But probably check. Make sure you don't have varicose veins or anything like that for sitting for so long. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, next story, guys. Marathon. Let's talk about Marathon. So Marathon, as you guys are aware, hasn't been looking too good. Marathon has continued to lose players, and they are below, honestly, where I thought they would ever be. I really thought Marathon was going to stagnate at like 40, 50K. I thought the Bungie fanboys would really hold it down for longer than 1 month. I can't believe they gave up after just 1 month. I really can't, but here we are. Marathon in the 24-hour peak has hit 28,324 players. As you can see, it's been a very, very, very steady decline where people are slowly but surely checking out of the game. Because here's the thing, man. People can be diehard fans of this game, but the truth is that a lot of people are diehard fans of this game as long as other people are diehard fans of this game, right? Once the clout is gone, which is it's gone. I'm sorry. Like, the Marathon clout is gone. You got 5,000 people watching on Twitch right now. Barely anybody's watching Marathon. It's gone. Right? The clout is gone. Once the clout is gone and people realize they cannot utilize Marathon to push whatever, they may want to push, that's when people kind of just check out. And it happens slowly but surely. Because again, I told you guys, when Marathon came out, I said this game wasn't going to flop in the beginning. Not at all. There is no way. Right? It actually did better than what I said it was going to do. I said it was going to do about 70 to 75,000 players concurrently. It actually did 88,000. So it did better than what I thought. But what I did say was that with games like Marathon, the retention is what matters. The retention is what's important. The retention is the only thing that fucking matters with these games. So if it does not hold its player base, especially after the first month, you're going to have a problem. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck about the politics. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We're just talking basic numbers. The game is going to have a problem if it loses a mass amount of its player base after just 30 days. Retention is all that matters. And I said the retention is going to be what slowly kills Marathon. Now, shockingly, I thought that they were going to be able to hold at least 40 to 50K after 30 days. But that's not what's happening here. They're at 28,000 and dropping. Right? They're dropping pretty consistently. Every single week, more and more people are checking out of Marathon. Now, that's not the reason why I'm breaking up Marathon. Okay, I just kind of wanted to laugh at the numbers a little bit because I know that certain people don't like that. Today, we're going to be talking about Marathon because Marathon is dealing with another problem. Apparently, Marathon is dealing with a massive cheater problem. And I think that's so funny considering that Marathon is losing players left and right. But they're not losing cheaters, right? So is it the cheaters that are throwing people out? I don't really know. Making people want to quit the game? I have no idea. But people are saying it's a massive, massive problem. There's a lot of frustration regarding Marathon cheaters. Bungie is now saying they're going to improve it with a zero tolerance policy around cheating, and that this is an area they're going to continue to invest their time and their money. It's also investigating how to better manage player toxicity and stream sniping. Oh, wow. Okay. Good old Bungie. Oh my, bro, I fucking hate these people so much in the sense of like how they're so busy trying to nanny the internet that they end up losing their player base because they want to be everybody's fucking mommy and daddy. You want to be everybody's mommy and daddy. You want to stop people from saying bad, naughty words on the internet. You want to figure out how to manage player toxicity. Brother, this is a competitive game. From what I understand, it's a very sweaty competitive game. So you mean to tell me in a sweaty competitive game, you want to do everything possible to essentially stop people from expressing how they're feeling at the time of playing the said sweaty game? You realize with competition breeds that level of competitiveness, and you're going to try to silence people when they're... I hate this shit so much. I really do. It's what killed Call of Duty. In my opinion, it's what killed Call of Duty, man. When they start trying to be everybody's mommy and daddy and stop letting people just play the game and have fun, bro, this shit talking, I'm going to tell it to you like this. You could say what you want about the Call of Duty lobbies. You could say, oh, they're toxic, they're crazy, they're psychotic. At least back in the day. But I'll tell you this. In that lobby, when you're going back and forth with someone and you're talking all that kinds of shit, at least you were able to go into the next game and keep playing and then destroy the person who you were talking shit to. Now you're removing that toxicity. People can't get their voices out there, so they're less likely to want to continue playing. Just look at what Call of Duty's like now. You know, I love the ability, bro. I love the ability, especially back in SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Oh my God. The amount of shit that I talked in SOCOM US Navy SEALs was ungodly. It was ungodly. People calling you hacker all the time. Whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. And all I did was just load up the next round and continue to do it the next round. And then get back in the lobby and continue to talk shit. It was great. It was great. Same thing with Call of Duty. But now, like, you say anything that's even remotely too, you know, PG-13 and you're done. You're cooked. They're going to ban your account now. Bro, I'll tell you to like this. They rather lose a player, not just one player. They rather lose a lot of players, but they rather lose a lot of players and have a nanny state than have a fuck ton of players and let players speak the way they want to speak. They rather control your speech than have a successful game. Can anybody explain how that's fucking smart? Can anybody explain how that's smart? And then you're going to have the wokies come in where the people that are not financially invested are going to tell you how to spend the money and how to be financially invested. Like, they're the ones who will tell you that's a good idea. The people who are unaffected by Call of Duty's failure, the people who are not going to get fired if money's not coming in, they're going to tell you that's great that you ban hundreds of thousands of people who were being naughty. They were saying naughty words. Yeah, ban them all. Lose all that money. They'll tell you that's a great idea. But then the people who are getting fired a couple of months later because of that, well, they got nothing to say. They can't say anything because they let it happen. I'm so sick of the nanny state. I really am. I'm sick of the people who try to police the internet, who try to police thought, who try to police speech, who try to tell you, oh, stop being this, stop being that. Why don't you stop being a fucking nanny? Why don't you stop trying to pretend like you actually care what people say on the internet? The only thing you actually care about is censorship. The only thing you care about is having a power trip. That's the only thing you actually care about. You don't care that somebody is saying something naughty to someone else. You only care about the ability to stop that person from saying what they want to say, because that's what gets you off. That's how these people are. And that's how they're all trying to become, little by little. If you don't want shit talking, don't make a competitive game. Go make a fucking Animal Crossing or something like that. Why would you make a game like Marathon and then want to control people's supposed toxicity? Because we all know what they mean by toxicity. People that curse, people that use certain words. We all know that's what they mean. They don't mean anything else. They don't mean like anything that's actually dangerous. No, they're just talking about bad words, naughty words. That's all they're talking about. So if you really don't want to deal with this shit, then go play video games that won't have this shit in it. There's plenty of them. There is plenty of them. But no, you want to come into this space. You want to come into the competitive scene. You want to play video games like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, whatever. You want to come into this scene, and then you want to tell everybody else to be nice to you. When you're over there with a 0.5 KD, when you're over there getting fucking killed because your strategy sucks, your gameplay sucks, and you don't want nobody to call you out on how much you suck. And you're going to claim that that's harassment. You're going to claim that somebody telling you that you suck at a video game that you suck at is somehow harassment or somehow toxicity. That's what they do. Yeah, they say words are violence. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, stop that. Stop that. How are you such a fucking bitch? I don't understand. You're just playing a game. It's not going to hurt you. You're just playing a game. Why don't you just have fun? Have fun. Talk shit back. Talk shit back. Who cares? I miss the day where people would just talk shit back. I really do. Yeah, exactly. Now everybody's worried about microaggressions. Protect my feelings. You know what's sad too? What's sad is that it's not just women doing this. There's a lot of men these days that are, I guess you could say female minded, but there's a lot of men these days that are playing these games and complaining about toxicity or complaining about racism or complaining about, like, brother, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The only thing you should complain about is how you missed such an easy headshot. You should go work on your skills. Go get better. You're not allowed to complain until you get better. And then when you're about to complain, you're going to realize that there's somebody better than you. So go keep getting better. Keep getting better. Improve yourself. Stop fucking complaining all the time. I can't stand it. Like, I expect women to complain. You know what I mean? I expect women to get on the mic and complain. Oh, why are you being so mean to me? The moment I hear a guy complaining about toxicity and whatever, racism or whatever, like, shut the fuck up, brother. Shut up. You sound like a bitch. Stop. Play the game. I don't know, man. Bro, back in the day, you could get into full-blown fucking arguments, right? Full-blown arguments. Bro, somehow, some way, everybody fucked everybody's mom. Like, you could get into full-blown arguments with people that you never even met. And at the end of the day, after the round was over or after you finished playing, you're like, you know what? That was fun, man. Hey, GG's. And then you move on. How are you going to say GG after saying you fucked the guy's mom? I don't know, but it happened. It happened a lot. It was great, you know, but you don't get that anymore. Now, apparently that's being toxic, you know? I don't know, man. Sorry for the rant. I think about this stuff all the time, and I'm like, it's kind of sad, man, because, you know, I used to be able to go into Counter-Strike games, and the microphones were always on, and people were always talking shit. And lately, I just realized when I'm playing games like that, bro, the mics are off. Everybody's playing in silence. It's like, why are we playing in silence? And then I realized it's because nobody wants to get fucking banned. Nobody wants to get banned. Nobody wants to, you know, get reported or whatever. It's like, that's so fucking gay, man. That's so boring. But it happens a lot. There's very few Counter-Strike games that I play these days where the mics are on. Very, very few. And I gotta imagine it's because nobody wants to get reported. You know? You mean to tell me that people back in the day with less technology had more microphones than people now with the technology boom, especially the streamer boom that we experience where everybody has a mic at home? The fuck? People have mics. They absolutely have mics. There's more people that have mics now than they ever did back in the day, but somehow, some way, more people were talking back in the day. How is that? It's got to be because either people are scared to talk, or maybe they just don't want to. But I don't believe that. I think if people have the opportunity to talk unfiltered, they will. The problem is you can't be unfiltered. And then all it takes is you accidentally saying something when you get into a heated game or a heated round, and that becomes a problem. You know? I don't know. I think it's terrible. I really do. Anyway, enough of that. So Marathon's having a cheating problem. And since its launch, reports of ranked cheaters have become so prevalent that some streamers are calling the mode ruined, a sentiment echoed by frustrated runners on Marathon's subreddit. Today, Bungie officially responded to those piling complaints, saying it's already banning cheaters when it detects them and will continuously refine its tools to do so. They said that we have a zero tolerance policy around cheating. They also said in an update on X, reiterating that the one strike you're out permaban protocol is laid out ahead of launch in February. We're actively banning confirmed cheaters and expanding our telemetry and detection methods to better catch the aforementioned cheaters. The studio says some of the improved detection tools have already gone live, with further improvements expected in weeks ahead. Anti-cheat is a continuous cycle of monitoring, improving, and responding. This is an area that we will continue to invest in, protect the integrity of your runs. Bungie said, and this is the best part, you ready for this? That it's also iterating on making it easier for players to flag suspected cheating and report toxicity, both in-game and through its reporting website. It's also investigating. Imagine being that guy. Bro, imagine being that guy. Who are you? Who are you? Imagine being the guy who got so angry at a video game that he went to a separate website, clicked file a report, and complained about someone's being mean to them. Imagine being that guy. They should make an entire simulator game based off that guy. I would love to see what that's like. Because holy shit, bro. That must be insane. What is that like? I don't even know. It's one thing if you're like watching YouTube and actually come across some crazy content and you report it because it's like, it's basically fucking illegal. That's something different. But brother, you mean to tell me in a video game? In a video game, somebody insulted you in a video game, and you went to a separate website to report that action from the game? That's crazy. What is that even like? I can't even imagine that. Anyway, so it's also investigating. Oh my God. It's investigating the possibility of sending an in-game mailbox message when an action is taken as a result of a player report that you've submitted. It's nice to get confirmation that somebody's facing repercussions for being awful. Oh, the journalists with their repercussions. That's amazing. Yeah, the journalists with their repercussions. The people who get no repercussions, and they're the ones who are like, yeah, it's really good when somebody gets repercussions for being an asshole. Yeah, okay. Says the people that want to fuck Star Fox. Says the people that apparently think about the sexuality of a fucking character inside of Mario. Oh, Mario, we totally know that you get dick down, Mario. These fucking people. Get out of here with this shit. Better voice moderation options for handling habitually toxic chat behavior and stream sniping protections are on the studio's to-do list as well. In the meantime, Bungie's encouraging runners to please keep reporting cheating and harassment. Again. So you mean to tell me that you're going to ban people for supposedly stream sniping? Are you serious? So now you're monitoring what other people do to streamers who are streaming your game. They know exactly what could happen when streaming your game, when playing a multiplayer game. Obviously, people are going to try to jump in the game. That's pretty natural. If you don't want people jumping in your game, then go play a game where you could play private lobbies or something like that. What the fuck are we doing? Are you you seriously banning on the behalf of other streamers now? So what if a streamer reports somebody for stream sniping, but they weren't actually stream sniping? How would you prove that? How would Bungie prove that the person was stream sniping? How do you prove that? What, do you go to their account on Twitch and see if they're in the chat or something? Like, how do you prove that? You don't know. You don't know that. There's no way to prove that you're partaking in stream sniping. There's no way. Unless the person openly admits it on voice chat or whatever and says, haha, I killed you from your stream. That's something different. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing? You guys are just, oh my God, Bungie. I'm so tired of people being in charge of competitive shooters and being anti-competitive in general. I'm so sick of it. Sonia says, what is stream sniping? So stream sniping is when you as a streamer are playing a multiplayer video game, right? Usually a shooter style game or something along those lines. And somebody tries to get in your game that's watching your stream and they come and hunt you down specifically. That's what stream sniping is. So in a competitive game where they may not know where you are, right? Unless they find you in the game naturally, a stream sniper could see exactly where you are and find you without doing any of the work in game that requires to find you, right? So if you're trying to hide somewhere, if you're trying to camp somewhere, they can see exactly where you are and kill you, basically. I think this is wild, man. I'm so sick of people being in charge of competitive games that act like this. Why do you act like this? Nobody's gonna want to play your competitive game. If you are doing everything you can to stop the banter between players and you're calling it toxicity and harassment, you deserve to lose all the players that you're losing, flat out. Like, if Bungie's gonna act like this, then Bungie deserves all of this. And again, in all seriousness, like the Bungie superfans, the Marathon superfans, which they're clearly not superfans because they're abandoning the game. But the ones that are superfans, at what point do you hold Bungie accountable? I know you guys suck off Bungie like crazy. I know you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, do what you want to do. But at what point do you hold them accountable and say, you know what? Even though I really like the game, maybe they're not handling it exactly how they probably should be handling it. Maybe I should call out a couple of the bullshit things that they're doing in the hopes that maybe they could catch on and improve the game or whatever, and make it fun again. Make it something, competitive again. But see, the thing is, we've now been conditioned to be in a world where people are naturally off their microphones now when they're playing games like this. So people are just happy being able to log in, kill people, and then that's basically it. Nobody wants to go the extra step to really make it a fun experience, And they're all trying to say it's toxic, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You either weren't around for the shit talking or you're just boring. You're just boring. I'm sorry. There's not a video game that I could possibly play that I'm not going to shit talking. Even single player games, I'm sitting there shit talking the game. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Even in a single player game, I am shit talking the game. Like when I was getting felted by the fucking Hex Marie boss or whatever in Crimson Desert, I was shit talking her ass too. I was like, fuck this camera. Fuck this boss. This boss is anti-melee. She fucking sucks dick. Like, I was just, bro. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. That's just part of the fun, man. You got to get the rage out. But in any case, that's the Marathon situation. They're dealing with cheaters. Hopefully they can figure it out for the people who are, still playing the game right now and dealing with it, especially if it's affecting ranked. That's going to turn off a lot of the hardcore players. And Marathon seems like it was trying to target the hardcore players. So if you lose them, it's not going to look good for you. Plain and simple. All right, let me catch up on supers. We got a few that came in. We got Odin Dark with a 5. The ones causing AI hysteria are likely the same people that doesn't question how their Starbucks lattes get made. Bro, they don't question anything, brother. They don't question anything because people don't care. Just flat out, people don't care. They don't care how shit's made. You know that. We know that. I know that. Like, people don't care, but they want to pretend like they care. Everybody wants to pretend to be virtuous online without actually having any virtue whatsoever. Odin Dark with a 2. New achievement unlocked. Hey, player. Fair. Demon Carol with a 2 reminds me of what killed the Frontier Survival. Yeah, there's a lot of video games that died because of that. Demon Carol with a 5. Try telling the Russians that play CSGO to stop calling you Suka and see how well that will go. That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Phantom Wars, 13 months. 13 months. We'll have time to lock in for 24. Hey, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's legendary, man. Holy shit. The guy's locked in. He is locked in to get to 24 months of legendary status. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Panthra with a 5 says, I don't need to say goodbye. For 9 years, ESO is my primary game. I spent almost every day on ESO. Yeah, it always sucks when you stop playing like an MMORPG because you think about all the time you spent, But, hey, I appreciate the 5, man. Hey! What's all this spamming going on? Hold on. Cold Classic Cage is in the chat. We're getting raided. We're getting raided by the Queen of Pepsi. Shout out to Cold Classic Cage. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. I hope you guys had an amazing stream. Mods, make sure to spam Cassie's channel. Spam Cassie's channel in the chat. I would greatly appreciate that. She's legendary. Shout out to Cassie. Thank you for the raid. And welcome in, Raiders. I hear you guys like the gay stuff. I hear you guys like the gay stuff. You like Pepsi and you like gay stuff. So I got you. I don't have Pepsi. Dude, the Meat Canyon video is pure brain rot. Which one? The one with Asmongold and Hassan? Is that the one? I think I saw some of that on Twitter. Listen, man, I know you guys like Pepsi and gay stuff. I don't have Pepsi. But we got a lot of gay stuff. So, Cassie, this one's for you.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last one. I hypnotic, hypno, yes, big strong beefy man.
I still can't believe I got him to dance and say my name. That is hilarious, bro. That is absolutely hilarious. Shout out to Cassie. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. And welcome in, Raiders. You guys are legendary. I appreciate that. Welcome in. All right, boys. Let me continue. We have Ron DFK with a 5. Young dude, you're mommed to me. I said, wait, what? You made paste? My mom's ashes are in her favorite cookie jar. Sound like he vomited in his mouth. GG, fool. Exactly. Exactly. You just gotta talk the shit. You gotta talk the bro. The shit talking. You know what's crazy? You guys have never seen me play Counter-Strike. And I have genuinely tried to get Kada and Atreus and all these guys to play Counter-Strike. These motherfuckers will not play Counter-Strike. You want to see shit talking? Oh my God, brother. Oh my God. The amount of shit talking that would happen if I played Counter-Strike with those guys would be insane. It would be insane. It would be ungodly. We'd probably get banned. I'm not even kidding. But they don't want to play. They're too casual. They're way too casual. They don't want it. Moist Flip Shazam with the 5 memberships in the chat screen. Shout out to Moist Flip Shazam. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. All right, guys, let's get into one of the final topics. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Before we do that, let me touch on a really fast topic with Steam, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but this is big news. I mean, I just love this shit. I love this shit, man. Steam keeps winning, and they just keep winning by not that they're doing nothing, because this is doing something, but Steam keeps winning. Even though Steam has its problems every now and then, Steam wins because they continue to do things that are consumer friendly. This is one of the biggest things that they're done. So, really quick, if you guys are not aware, Valve is currently working on bringing a feature to Steam that's going to allow you to get an estimated FPS based on your own personal rig for whatever particular video game that you might be interested in purchasing. So you can actually see how a video game is going to perform, estimated, of course, how it's going to perform on your computer before you buy it. And that's fucking cool. Like, that's actually really fucking useful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they continue, and this is why people are like, well, what do you care? It's just a store. Why don't you support Epic Games? Like, why don't you support them? Why is Epic Games so much worse than Steam? This is why. This is why right here. Because the amount of times they continue to add shit that nobody even asked for. And then when you have it, it's like, oh, wow, that's actually really good. That's not a bad idea. That's exactly how you could describe Steam. Steam is a whole bunch of features that you never fucking asked for, but then once you have it, you realize how good it is, and you can't live without it afterwards. That's exactly how it is. Because a lot of features that have been added to Steam are features that most people didn't ask for, and then once they have it, it's amazing. Just like how they added recently, keep in mind, recently they added if the person allows it, they added PC specs to reviews. So when somebody reviews a game, you can see what their PC specs were when they reviewed the game, to see, like, if they start talking about lag and you notice they're playing on a fucking like garbage 1080 graphics card or something like that, then you can kind of take their claims of lag a little less seriously. But if they're talking about lag and they're playing on a 4090, 5090, then you can say, okay, wow, this game is really unoptimized. Like having that bit of it, having more information is never a bad thing when it comes to having that level of transparency when you're trying to buy games. And this is really going to help a ton for people out there who are looking to purchase games and don't quite know whether or not the game's going to run well. Not everybody's tech savvy. Not everybody even understands what even FPS is. So being able to have that knowledge for the average Joe that has Steam, I think that's really important. That's pretty cool. It'll be really nice to see what the potential may be for the game. And from what I understand, it's supposed to break it down by whatever the medium settings is or something like that. Let's see. Hold on. It points to Valve rolling out a frame rate estimator at some point in the near future. It'll appear to work like this. You enter a PC hardware configuration comprising of CPU, GPU, and the amount of system RAM. If you're using the Steam client directly, it would just grab that PC's details. So yeah, it's going to grab whatever your PC's details are. After that, you select the game. Then Valve shows you an estimate of the frame rate that you should expect to see for that particular hardware configuration. The level of accuracy will depend heavily on the number of Steam users who have opted into providing performance data. And I suspect Valve will only list games for which it has a decent sized pool of data. So it may not be every game. It may not be every game. And the truth is that most of these like one-off kind of video games that are indie style video games that aren't going to be hard to run anyway. So you don't really need like an FPS estimator for, you know, a lot of these like one-off indie games. But having it for those AA, AAA games or some of these more popular indie games that are probably graphic intensive, it'll just help. It'll all help. It's a great thing. I think it's fantastic. So good on them. And hopefully they actually, you know, do it. That would be great. All right, let me check supers really quick. We got Rumble. Let's see. We got Torino with a 5 says, years back, it made the news when I think Counter-Strike player died for essentially playing too much. Bodies eat things like food, water, sleep, cut any, and you eventually die. Be careful. 100%. Actually, I remember that. I remember that news line. I think I know exactly which story you're talking about. It's crazy. There's a reason why they went so crazy trying to stop people from playing so much Final Fantasy 11 back in the day. Like I told you guys the other day, when those bosses used to take 18 to 30 hours, they cut that shit out because of stuff like that. So yeah, I agree. It's crazy stuff. Torno with a 2. I'm sure Bungie will gladly selectively censor political speech just like it's bad words. Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, listen, these are the people that ban ARC readers from their chat. And then when they got caught, they changed it later down the line. They were like, yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Like, no, it's happening. They absolutely did ban ARC readers from the chat. It was pathetic. You know? So I'm not surprised. They'll definitely do that. We got Phantom Wars with a 10. Says a week after I got Borderlands 4, I got a brand new PC, 5070 Ti, AMD 9900 X3D. Nice. My PC kept crashing when running Borderlands 4. It was terribly unoptimized at launch. Granted, some of it was the settings on my motherboard. That makes sense. I'm also not surprised. Again, you are clearly not a premium gamer, according to Randy Pitchford. You're not a premium gamer because even people with 5090s were crashing. So they're not premium gamers either. We don't know who the premium gamer is. I'm just telling you what he says. I'm telling you what he says, okay? Don't yell at me. But yeah, they are it's a joke. The game's a joke. Like there's no reason why Borderlands should be fucking running terribly. Zero reason whatsoever. All right. Let's cover the conversation around Capcom. Let's cover Capcom. So is the premium gamer in the room with us? Yeah, for sure. Vice Admiral Deku says we're getting felted today. Wait, what? Why are we getting felted today? Randy needs to stream himself playing Borderlands 4. That would mean he actually has to play games. I think he gave that up once he became a CEO and had all the money in the world to buy hookers. Pretty sure he gave that up. Why are we getting felted today? You despise Capcom gulags for decision makers? Makes sense. Let's cover the Capcom story. So, if you guys are not aware, recently there's been a Saudi Arabia investment firm that have just purchased an even bigger stake inside of Capcom. Now, the reason why this is pretty huge is because if you guys are not aware, which I think you are, but if somebody's not aware, lately it seems like there's been a huge push from Saudi Arabia to target the entertainment sector pretty much everywhere, right? Especially in the US. And Capcom obviously has a major space in United States media, right? Where they have some of the biggest IPs known to the planet in Resident Evil, Street Fighter. They have Mega Man. They have huge IPs, right? So seeing Saudi Arabia invest into Capcom and taking a bigger stake, I think it's not that far off before they have the biggest stake, which we're going to talk about in a second. But keep in mind, you know, the Saudi Arabians are also buying out EA and taking that company private. We haven't even seen the fallout of that yet. And we all know that's coming, right? I mean, right now, I think it's at governmental approval. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's been fully approved just yet. However, this is a little bit concerning because now it's like they're kind of everywhere, right? That's why I put in the thumbnail today that they essentially own it all, because it seems like they're going after some major hitters in the entertainment field. So Saudi Arabian investment firm, Electronic Gaming Development Company, that does not sound Saudi Arabian whatsoever, but I'll keep going, has increased its stake in Capcom, one of the game's industry foremost developer-publisher combos. This is probably due to Resident Evil 9 success. I gotta imagine the success of RE9 really put Capcom on the map for some of these investment firms. So I'm really not, I mean, it seems like they were already invested in Capcom, but now they were like, okay, well, we want even more now. So they increased it a little bit past 10% with this new purchase, pushing the total even higher. Notably, the EGDC is owned by the Misk Foundation, which Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman founded in 2011. Outside of the investments, Capcom has been on something of a hot streak lately, releasing Resident Evil 9 and Monster Hunter Wilds with AAA blockbusters like Pragmata slated to release on April 17th. However, recent investment activity has raised red flags among many of the company's fans who are worried about human rights abuses. Okay, no, brother, there's nobody that's looking at this worried about whatever fucking human rights bullshit. I just want to be real with you, okay? The only people that care about that are the people that pretend to care about that on social media. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Nobody's looking at this saying, oh my God, think about the human rights. No, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. Only the journalists are saying that because that's what they virtue signal for. Okay. Nobody's saying that because nobody fucking cares. If they really cared, it wouldn't take them investing in Capcom for them to care about that. Right? Nobody cares about that in gaming. We're talking about the effects this could have on our favorite IPs in general. That's all people actually care about. How does this affect Resident Evil? How does this affect Mega Man? How does this affect Street Fighter? How does this affect Monster Hunter? That's all people care about. This whole thing is like, oh man, people care about the human rights abuses stemming from the region as well as the potential decline in quality from the publishers since Saudi Arabia owned too much of a stake. It's crazy, brother. Anyway, so let's continue. So as first reported by GameBiz.jp, EGDC has increased its investment stake in Capcom from 5.03% to 6.04%, which is a 1.01% increase. The numbers come via large-scale holding reports submitted to the Kanto Local Finance Bureau of April 6th. Notably, EGDC's initial 5.03% stake in Capcom came just last month, which could indicate that more purchases are on the way. Oh, they absolutely are. They absolutely are on the way. 100%. I guarantee you, man, they are going to be probably reaching towards 10%. If they can do it, which I'm sure they can. I mean, Capcom, I'm sure it's up there in terms of pricing, but I guarantee you they're going to reach a 10% stake. Given Capcom's recent success, it wouldn't be surprising to see investment groups carve out larger portions of the company. It's because they know that, like you said earlier in the article, Capcom's on a very hot streak right now. You know, at this point, people are going to be more concerned. I think that the more pressing concern is what's going on with EA. I think that the fact that EA going private and being owned by them and being private, I think there is more that's going to happen with that than anything with Capcom right now. At this point, the Saudi investors just raising their stake, but they don't own the fucking company, right? Like they don't own Capcom. Capcom is still Japanese at the end of the day. They don't own anything. But EA is about to be completely owned by them. Completely, right? So, and taken private. So that means you're never going to know what's happening with EA ever again. You're never going to get another investors call. You're never going to get another financial report. You're not going to get fucking anything anymore. It's going to be complete silence Radio silence, you're not going to know what kind of bombs are going off over there. No pun intended. You're not going to have any clue. And I think that is more concerning than anything else because EA also is in charge of a bunch of massive IPs, RPGs and everything. Like they own a lot. EA owns a lot of IPs. So them going private and you not knowing what's happening with those IPs is way more concerning than anything else, in my opinion. Right? So, but again, I think that this is good to watch because this is kind of how it started with EA. Right? They slowly crept into EA little by little. They kept raising their stake little by little. And then eventually they just made a bid for the company of which they accepted. So these people that are in charge of EA, they sold out the company to get their payday. I understand. I get it. But it just goes to show they don't really care about the actual IPs. EGGC isn't the only major Saudi investor with a stake in Capcom. IR Investment First Co., which is based in Riyadh, has a roughly 6.6% stake in the company. While the investments are significant and appear to be happening on a rapid timescale, they're not happening so quickly as to be considered a hostile takeover of Capcom. Oh boy. Capcom is far from the only gaming giant Saudi Arabian investors have their eyes on. Investment groups from the region have also invested in Nintendo, Nexon, Square Enix, and Embracer Group, and many others. There's even a $55 billion deal aimed at taking EA private, which would be a dramatic shakeup for the company and the broader games industry. However, changes of that size often take years to complete, so fans may have some time before they see any major changes coming from EA. So, needless to say, this is a pretty big deal. And even though it's a small scale big deal right now with Capcom, we could see what the final culmination of that small scale big deal when it becomes an actual big deal. And that's EA, right? Capcom can absolutely become EA. It's only a matter of time if they really wanted to do something like that with Capcom. I wonder how much, they're smart investments. They're very smart investments because they're targeting, well, except for Square Enix. Square Enix is fucking trash right now. But they are targeting companies that make a lot of money. They're targeting companies that have a lot of power, that have a lot of IPs, that just have a lot of cultural impact, especially cultural impact. They're targeting a lot of these companies that have all those things, and they're targeting them for a reason. Capcom is just another one of them. That's it. So, again, we'll follow up on this story if there's anything to follow up on, but I don't think we're going to see a follow-up on this for a long time because something like this takes, like they said, a very long time to happen. And we are quite a bit away from any of this going down. But what we are seeing is a slow but sure methodical approach to potential takeovers of these companies, starting with EA and working their way down as time goes on. Not so much Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo. But Nexon could definitely be it. Square Enix for sure, because they're fucking broke. And I mean, to be fair, nobody thought EA would be sold, let alone go private. Nobody thought that would happen. And look, that's happening. So we don't know what might happen. Anything's possible. In the world of money, anything is possible. So we'll see what happens. But that's basically it for that particular story regarding Capcom and Saudi Arabia investments. Did we get a Sebi raid? Hey, shout out to Sebi. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mods, make sure to put Sebi's channel in the chat, please. I would appreciate that. All right, boys, listen. A couple of things. Number one, don't be gay. And if you are already gay, just be like Denarier. At least be cool, you know? I'm going to make the stream go live tonight. If you guys are not aware, we're going to be playing co-op with Leon again. We're going to be playing Revenge for the Savage Planet. This is our 4th stream playing this game. Some crazy shit went down in that game recently. So we're going to be getting back into that game, playing that. The stream is available right here. Game stream, putting it in the chat right now. There you go. I put it on YouTube and Rumble. If you guys want to go hang out there, you can. If you guys want to watch my videos that I have released that you haven't seen yet, by all means, you can. Or if you want to just go watch someone else, by all means, you can. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support today. You guys were all awesome. It was a great time. Hope you all had a lot of fun covering all the topics. We're going to go do the waifu battle now, and I have a brand new waifu. A waifu that has never been in the waifu battle ever. Ever. She's never been in the waifu battle. For all the people who are like, why don't you bring out new waifus so that we don't vote for them? And then that way you can only bring out waifus that we do vote for. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's the night. So we're going to We're going to bring out a brand new waifu, never before seen. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnocast every day, 9 p.m. You already know. Or if you're going to be at the gaming stream tonight, I appreciate that as well. Regardless, whatever it may be, thank you so much. You're amazing. T-Jab says we're $71 away from tier 1. This is all. Thank you. Thank you, T-Jab. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's get into the waifu battle, boys. Let's go. Let's have some fun. All right. The waifu battle's here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys missed the last waifu battle, boys, we had a little bit of an upset. A little bit of an upset where none other than the one and the only Shadowheart became the waifu battle champion yet again. People seem to really like her. They seem to really like her, boys. Before we bring out the brand new challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact, and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. Doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Shadowheart. You can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We don't understand the rules, but we do understand Jason would attend, saying maybe the Saudis are tired of the BS and are planning to clean house of the execs and the woke out, then sell them back to companies who have the mindset of creating quality games. Brother, I love you, Jason Alator. I love you very much, my man. But no. Just no. Not happening. Like that is like a fool's dream. It has literally nothing to do with fucking erasing the woke or anything like that. Like, yeah, they don't like that shit, don't get me wrong. But they're not just, what are they, Robin Hood? They're not Robin Hood, man. They're not spending $55 billion to destroy the woke and then re-release it back into the wild for somebody else to buy. It's not happening, Jason. It's not happening. But I appreciate it. It's a good theory. Interesting theory. But I don't believe that for the slightest. All right, boys. Today's challenger has never been in the waifu battle ever. Okay? Never been in the waifu battle. Today's challenger is a pretty popular waifu, supposedly anyway, although I guarantee you, even though she's popular to the world, or fairly popular, or is getting popular, most people are going to be like, who? And then they're not going to vote for her. And because they're not going to vote for her, then I'm going to start bringing back only popular known waifus that have already been in the waifu battle. And then we're going to repeat this cycle. We're going to repeat the cycle of people saying, bring new waifus. And then I bring new waifus, they don't vote for them. And then they're like, bring back the popular. Anyway. All right, boys. Are we ready for this? Let's bring out the challenger to see if she stands any chance against a very, very loved waifu known as Shadowheart. Shadowheart's very loved, as we saw yesterday. And she's looking good. We shall see. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against Shadowheart is going to be none other than the one and the only. You guys ready? Kurisu from Steins Gate, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be... Oh, forgot to change the name. Fuck. I forgot to change the name. Hold on. Shadowheart. Whoopsie. There we go. Is it going to be Shadowheart? Or is it going to be Kurisu from Steins Gate, ladies and gentlemen? Let's find out. Brand new waifu. Deadeye's Lock thought it was Makima. Makima's already been in the waifu battle. She's already been in the waifu battle, goddammit. She's already been in the waifu battle. He voted for a 2 for Makima. It's not Makima. Oh my god. Crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. We got Crash Collins with a 5 for Kurisu. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Draconic with a 5 for Kurisu. I know her. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Deadeye's Lock with a 2 for Kurisu. I meant my phone autocorrect to Makima. So yeah, okay. Bullshit. Bullshit, Deadeye's Lock. There's no way Kurisu becomes Makima in an autocorrect, you lying bastard. You assumed you assumed it was Makima. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie, man. What a gaslighter, bro. That's so funny. We got Raza with a $20 banger for Kurisu. Get Shadowheart gone. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that. That's $20 over on Rumble. First YouTube super chat. Beautiful Zexa with a 5. Kurisu, the brand new waifu, for the win. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Grade 8 for $1 says Pandanotic. Slim pickings tonight. It's okay. It happens. It happens. We're not going to get tier 2 all the time. All right. It just is what it is. We did get it for 300 in a row, though. That's pretty fucking legendary. Nobody else could say that. Then we got Cajun Bowser with a 5. Says Kurisu, the intellectual waifu choice. Let's fucking go. My man knows his shit. My man knows his shit. Shout out to Cajun Bowser. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Pickens is a country in Georgia, according to Raza. Kurisu versus Mayuri next. Anything's possible, gaming stuff. Anything's possible. It all depends, man. It all depends. I go based off what people do. So if people like new waifus, well, I bring new waifus. If people don't want new waifus, well, then I don't bring new waifus. It's kind of how it goes. Redhead should always win till that's all there is. Damn, bro, you like redheads like that? You like redheads like that? That's crazy. Oh, she said county, not country. Whoops, I read that wrong. My bad. My bad. She said county. Whoopsie. Whoops. I tried, though. Tire King says, who's this? You see? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Crazy. 0 votes for Shadowheart. That means she will be banned. RIP to Shadowheart. It's over. Just like my tier 2. It's all over, boys. It's all over. We fell off. We're cooked. Is that what the internet says? Yeah, something like that. All right, boys. Time to bring the new waifu off screen. Kurisu off screen. And now it's time to bring out the current waifu battle champion. I'm using the same picture since you guys liked it so much, because I kind of felt like she needed the best chance possible at winning. So let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Shadowheart or is it going to be Kurisu? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out. Tiger King says, good riddance. I despise Baldur's Gate 3. This man despises everything. The entire world. The entire world. Ron DFK says, woohoo, Shadowheart ban. Do it. Wow. Wow, you guys hate Shadowheart like that? What did she do to you? What did she do to you? Draconic with a 5 on Rumble says Kurisu type shit. Let's fucking go, Draconic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now the Draconic thing. Everybody holding it down. Oh, you should have Gabe had to chime in for Kurisu. Fair enough, man. Jason Long with a 5 over on YouTube for Kurisu because redheads. Very nice. Very nice. She's not Kurisu, that's why. So that means that you have to ban her because she's not Kurisu? Really? Underwater again? Oh, let me lower the music. Let me lower the music. Sorry. I don't know why it does that. This armor is like the mods I use in the game. Nice. Nice. Well, you're never going to see her again. Shadowheart is gone at this point. She's gone, boys. The sick cooked. Absolutely cooked. Which is crazy because she was one of the most successful waifus. One of the most successful waifus. Oh, here we go. K-Styles. K-Styles trying to turn it around. Fourth wall guy says, so is tier 2. Wow. Like that fourth wall guy. That's it. Damn, bro. I'm sure that will make a lot of people excited to see tier 2 die. K-Styles with a $20 banger for Shadowheart. Thank you, my man. Thank you. That caught her up, and that also took her out of ban territory. Fucking legendary, man. Let's go. Let's go. Don't let Shadowheart get felted like this, man. She deserves better than that. She deserves better than that, man. She's been spared the Shadow Realm. She has been spared the Shadow Realm. Whether or not she can come out on top, well, that's a whole other story. You think Jennifer English put a sour taste in people's mouth? Who gives a fuck about Jennifer English, bro? T-Jab says, we just hit tier 1. So luckily, we did manage to save tier 1 for 625 streams in a row. We are currently 186.26 from tier 2. Well, that's going to be a lot harder. That's going to be a lot harder. Kicking Dads with a 2 says, Kurisu, her shirt needs more H2O. I'm sure you will like that considering it's a white shirt. I'm sure you would like that. For sure. Thank you, Kicking Dads. I appreciate that, man. This can go either way, boys. It's a hell of a lot closer than it was just a little bit ago. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes, boys. Put Shadowheart in the closet and bring out a real strong woman you could fix, like Lazio. Oh my god. All right, boys. Shadowheart's coming off screen. Who is going to win between the two? Are we going to crown a new champion or not? 5, 4. Stop lagging. 3, 2, 1. Go. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last 2 super chats that are going to count is Torinol with a 5. Well, actually, it doesn't count. It says Frieren might not be a redhead, but she is an elf. And then Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 for Kurisu on Tiramisu Design Justice for Bayo. Thank you, Dead Eyes Lock. I appreciate that. All right, boys, let's count it up. In the meantime, let's get some RIPs in the chat, boys. It is game over. We made it to 300. That was fantastic. We made a great run. I'm pretty sure that the new girl won. Did the new girl win? I don't even know. I'm going to put the belt on her just in case. Just in case to play it safe. I'm going to put the belt on her. And then we'll see how this goes. Let's take this. Put the belt on her. She does look good with the belt, though. She does look good with the belt, I gotta say. I think she won. I don't think that 20 was enough to catch her up from K-Styles. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. How you spell her name? Kurisu? There we go. All right, I have the picture saved just in case she won. I'm pretty sure she did win, though. Why are we spamming the chat? Oh my God, bro. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at the other screen. Oh my God, Mr. fucking Rouge just came in like a superhero. This is why his emoji is a superhero. Mr. fucking Rouge, man. Dropping an absolutely massive. T-Jab, does that get us a tier 2 even with conversion? Does that get us a tier 2 even with conversion? Mr. Rouge. Wow. A 50 membership. Oh, that's right. Les Sport. That's right. This is Les Sport. I forgot. Cinevere has classified you as Les Sport. That's right. Mr. Les Sport drops a 50 membership ultra mega hyper bagger. All over the chat.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Mr. Rouge, Les Sport, do you mind if I pick the clips? Les Sport, do you mind if I pick the clips, man? You mind if I pick the clips? First off, let me put the ears on. Shout out to Les Sport with the 50 membership ultra mega hyper banger, getting us to tier 2, saving the day like a true superhero. I appreciate that very, very much. All right, he's not responding, so I'm assuming he just dropped it and he said, "Be my guest." Okay. Okay. So listen, man, the chat edged us tonight. All right, they edged us. There were some people cheering and hoping tier 2 would die tonight. There were some people in the chat. They were cheering and hoping tier 2 would die tonight. So considering that level of support, I think it's only right that I support the chat with everybody's 2 favorite clips. Because I know what everybody's 2 favorite clips are. All right. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna support the chat with the 2 best clips that we possibly have. Because they deserve it for this 50 memberships. So thank you. Thank you, Les Sport. I appreciate you.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last one. I hypnotic, hypno, yeah, big strong beefy man. He's got that pussy ready to pop. This man said perfection, brother. You gay as hell, boy. You're gay as hell. This man gay as hell. Tell you what, just like this.
Try to relax your anus.
And a little bit of
your shoulders.
He gay as hell.
That's my thanks to you, chat. That's my thanks to you for the extreme edging of tier 2 tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I want to reward the chat with the two best clips that we have. Those are the two best clips that we have. All right, we got Kurisu at $55.45 versus Shadowheart at $20 flat. Oh my God, man. Shadowheart got saved by K-Styles with one super chat. That's insane. Shout out to K-Styles for saving the life of Shadowheart. I appreciate that. Which means we have a brand new Waifu Battle Champion, boys. The winner and the new Waifu Battle Champion is none other than the one and the only Kurisu, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Well then. Well then. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Brand new waifu, brand new champion. I don't think there's any coping and seething happening except for maybe people who wanted tier 2 to die. I have no idea.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Kirisu's going to go backstage, and she will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. Demon Carol reminded me for a 2 less sport. I appreciate that. Tanya Raven with a 5 says, I'm late and gay, but at least I'm not unmoist type shit, cuh. That's true. That's true. Welcome in, Tanya. And then Tanya Raven with another 2 says, Alex, but no dwarves or gnome clip? Barbaric. I think a gnome clip would be really barbaric. At this point, Hypno is trolling us. You might have a point. You might have a point. All right, guys. Listen, thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that very much. Boys, fantastic stream. Genuinely appreciate it. All jokes aside, super fun. Lots to cover. Obviously, tomorrow, same time, same place, every single night. And look forward to videos. Look forward to a lot of content nonstop. You guys know how it goes, man. Join me tonight. Join me and Leon tonight if you want. Over on Hypnotic Gaming Live. I'm going to go raid that stream right now. We're going to be playing Revenge of the Savage Planet. So if you want to see more of that content, please go join us over there. It's going to be cool and a lot of fun. But if not, I will see you guys on the next one. Here's the link to the gaming stream. I'm linking it one more time for both of you that don't want to wait through the amazing outro that we have. I don't know why you wouldn't want to wait for that, but you know, some people, hey, they're impatient. What can I say? Until next time, thank you to Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you, and I will see every single one of you on the next one, regardless of what that may be. Sonia says, yes, we need 111 more memberships until the Go for Emoji goal. Absolutely. We'll get them eventually, Sonia. We'll see. Hopefully we don't lose out on memberships waiting, but we'll see. I'll let you know. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see every single one of you in the next one. Until then, you guys already know, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket and make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket and make her naked gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket and make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause it's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.